I'm Ray Couture, and this is Astrological Perspectives. Thanks once again for joining me for an astrological perspective on the month of February 2019. But before I do that, I just want to let you know that somewhere during the month of March, I'm going to start an online astrological course, and if you're interested at all in possibly signing up for that, then let me know. In the meantime, however, we have to look back at January and say how historical it really was. The month of February is going to blow your mind. Thanks very much, and here's the month of February. February 2019 begins with an Aquarius sun and rising and a moon in Capricorn. February is a period of conflicted dialogue over whether or not change is needed, and if so, what kind, and how it might impact our individual and collective lives. The Capricorn moon suggests progress with national investigations, and that individuals use these time for self-strengthening and preparing for conflicting realities to collide. The whole year features events that will culminate in the conjunction of Saturn with Pluto at the beginning of 2020. The alignment of all the planets on the left side of the chart refers to what is needed to manifest the inherent potential. The most elevated planet is Jupiter in Sagittarius, heading toward Uranus in Aries. This indicates that the scientific overview points to a vital need for a complete change of direction in the way we live on this planet. Spiritually, of course, this means that we must live our spiritual ideals to the best of our ability. The north node of the moon identifies the fundamental challenge in making these needed adjustments. It is in the Scorpio section of Cancer, so it means we must revive the belief that we can make the changes needed. Political and spiritual wills must come together and convince critical segments of humanity of this need. The focus of the North Node highlights this challenge of adjusting to and accepting just how massive a change is needed. But it also could mean the people will have to change leadership and create new global alliances. If you know your rising and moon signs, please listen to or read those as well, because they fine-tune what meanings and suggestions are available to you during this month. Aries, the ball is in your court, so act on the need to find a better direction for yourself. The world needs desperately to get on the road to greater consciousness. That way, your ambitions support longer-term survival. Taurus, think of yourself as the earth, resplendent with beauty. Have a self-value that supports this view of your importance. Change comes from looking within to see how you are acting toward earth. Gemini, change means resolving conflicts. Be willing to examine options. Listening is the hard part. Agreeing is even harder. Collaboration with others helps increase your consciousness and improves your love of the earth. Cancer, change in the world begins with change at home and within yourself. Independence requires commitment to the work. Self-development. Especially important is developing a strong sense for what transformation is going on within you. Leo, in a group setting, you need to express uplifting positive values in how you relate to others. Relate to changing circumstances. Be willing to serve the needs of others. Use your authentic voice because it's needed, minus any of the usual drama. Virgo, improving your self-esteem by adjusting your response to attempts to control your life. Make inner changes that help you to analyze objectives you need to work toward. Your primary relationship needs an emotional boost. Libra, keeping yourself centered could be a challenge. Strengthen your mind against pressures to accept offers that conflict with career development issues. Procrastination signals inner fear about consequences of needed actions. Scorpio. A mix of factors make decisions difficult. Career or work issues have you wondering what the next step will be. Financial stability helps, but is not sufficient, as you also need to change your home situation. Sagittarius. Increase your audience by redirecting your creative work. Resources may be strained as you embark on a new journey. Progress will be slow. Faith in yourself and desire for change will increase the value of your work. Capricorn. Being in control of your financial reality could be confusing. You know intuitively, at least, that big changes are likely on the way. Maintain financial independence in preparing for change. Use all events to advance your goals. Aquarius. Conflicting views about the past are holding you back. Resources for some are dwindling, causing confusion. Changes in the community or workplace may be needed. Business visibility needs may cause relationship issues. Pisces. Sensitivity is everything as you act toward making major changes. The challenge is more sensitivity, not less. Difficulties in believing your dreams require you to end the procrastination about taking action toward improving your self-esteem. Here, now, the view from the social and political perspective. The solar system is a complicated, multi-layered complex comprised of interactive magnetic fields within which we live and have our being. This chart sends a message about our planet, our politics, and the need to reawaken consciousness in the people of the world. The common understanding of Aquarius is encapsulated in the word change. Now, this can cover a wide range of meanings from change itself all the way to revolution. The applicable meaning always depends on the chart as a whole. Here we see the stark contrast between the left or eastern side of the chart, which is filled with all the planets, and the western side, which holds only the north node of the moon. This is a classic description of a great battle between the forces of the past and the future. That's a big job for just 1 month, for sure. But this month presents a barometric indication of things to come and a micro peek at the issues that define the entire year, if not the entire decade. The sun rising and Mercury in Aquarius indicate that investigations will get closer to the president. These items will also occur within the middle 10 degrees of Aquarius. They all do, and thus in the Gemini part of Aquarius. And that is why I focus on our Gemini president. The nature of Aquarius is the need for rational thought and discussion, while the Gemini section is focused on conflicts in order to achieve some sort of resolution of arguments. The left side shows everything involved in moving forward. The most elevated planet is Jupiter in Sagittarius. Jupiter refers to bringing knowledge and the need for a new direction to bear on public policies for all governing bodies across the planet, not just the U.S. The lowest elevated planet is Uranus in Aries, and for this analysis is the destination of Jupiter. In about 4 years, Jupiter will reach Uranus. So the overall picture of how these, Jupiter and Uranus, energies are related shows Jupiter giving direction to the kind of changes and breakthroughs that Uranus seeks to establish. Notice that the two planets that rule Scorpio, the sign of rebirth, Pluto and Mars, are like pincers containing the Sun and Mercury, Neptune and Chiron between them. This indicates that these energies are in the crosshairs of investigations. Once again, though, Jupiter seeks to apply truth as a guide through the convoluted messages of who is to blame. Now contrast this with the right side or western side of the chart. The lone indicator is not even a heavenly body. It's the north node of the moon. This shows the challenge we must embrace. First point here is to see that it's in the subjective or domestic part of the chart. Second, it is in the sixth house of duties and obligations. Third, it is in the third decan or section of the sign of Cancer. In mundane terms, Cancer and the moon refer to the people. The third part of Cancer is the Scorpio section, or the people investigating as a duty and obligation what the authorities are hiding from public view. It all goes back to Capricorn moon in the house of change. People must strengthen their resolve to transform their beliefs and support rational, meaningful change. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you're interested in having a reading, please contact me at astrologicalperspectives.net. For Astrological Perspectives, I'm Ray Couture.